Hello, how you doing?
Hi,
All right.
my name is Ali. I go by the name Israel 881.
What's your area of specialization? I can see that you're actually skilled.
Thank you so much. Well, I focus on visual arts. I focus mainly on paint. I'm engineer to the
Engineer Chibo Okoye, which aspect of engineering do you specialize?
automobile and mechanical engineering.
Okay, automobile.
I'm a professional barber, as you can see, with my salon right here.
I'm a graphics designer or a printer.
How much would something like this go for?
Selling price is around 300 or 275 to 300,000.
Nigeria, as we know, is home to over 200 million people. A good percentage of this population are young persons. Some are students, some entrepreneurs, and some are gainfully employed in diverse ramifications. A one-time president actually tagged the youths to be lazy in his words, which is being quoted all over. He said, lazy Nigerian youths. This sparked an outrage amongst the populace who came out to debunk that the youths in Nigeria are not actually lazy, rather they are hardworking. Today, we'll be exploring the various entrepreneurial vocations that Nigerian youths are involved in. Stay with us as we hit the streets. Don't forget to punch the like button, turn on the notification, and stay abreast with us. Hello, how are you doing?
Hi,
All right. Do you care to introduce yourself?
okay, my name is Ali. I go by the name Israel 881. That's because my dad is a Muslim and my mom is a Christian.
Okay. So, what's your area of specialization? I can see that you're actually skilled.
Thank you so much. Well, I focus on visual arts with pen as my medium actually. I focus mainly on pen drawing.
Okay, pen drawing. That's nice. How did you get to start? What was the inspiration?
Okay. It started back in primary 5.
Wow.
I saw a drawing from someone else and I wanted to recreate it. Since then, I've been trying just to recreate that particular drawing. And as God will have it, I picked up pen along the way. And here we are.
Wow, that's nice.
Thank you.
So, how many years have you been drawing?
Calculating with pencil and everything, I think it's more than 10. But
10.
since I started with pen artwork recently, I started 2021, so that's 4 years so far.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, do you do any other thing aside drawing, like in terms of a medium of earning income? Aside drawing, do you do any other thing?
Yeah, I started with fashion design,
Okay.
but I didn't really like the customer service and the whole trouble of everything. So I decided to make fashion design my personal. I always sew my clothes.
Okay.
Then I moved into graphics design.
Wow, seems you actually have a thing for designing, from fashion designing to graphics to drawing.
Yeah,
That's
I
nice.
think it's a big blood.
All right. Okay, if someone wants to set this up as a full-time business, how much do you think it can actually cost? Set up a shop, get tools to start up full-time artwork.
Well, it has to be. It boils down to the instrument the artist is using.
Okay.
So I went into pen drawing mostly because of how convenient it is to get. It's your regular 200 naira pen.
Okay.
Highest in 1K for paper. So with just those two materials, I could draw something that's worth 70, 80,000. So mine now is based on my skill. But other artists like pencil artists, they have to buy materials like different colors or different shades of pencil, different grades. The painters have to buy expensive paints, different colors and the rest. So when it comes to the material, it depends on which instrument you are using, which medium you focus on. Then for a shop, because you have to get a studio,
Okay.
obviously, it depends on where you are. So I feel like as an upcoming artist, you just need a space, so it doesn't really have to be outside because it's your work that will speak for you.
Okay.
So in a place like Cross River, 300, 400,000 could get you a shop, but for the instrument, the medium you are using, that depends. If you are using paint, it will be more expensive than someone that's using pencil, or it even depends on the quality of pencil the person is using. So in art, it just depends. It's going to range from that 500k downward if you are lucky, or 500k upward.
Okay. Talk about profit making. How much does the least work you do go for?
The minimum I could sell a piece of work, commission wise, portrait is 45,000, and
Oh,
it is actually much smaller than what you are seeing here.
okay. But how much would something like this go for?
Okay, for this, because the both works are actually one, so
Okay.
you are buying both pieces at once. I
Okay.
think the selling price is around 300 or 275 to 300,000.
Wow, that's huge.
Yeah.
What is the inspiration behind this?
So I made this work based on our current society, on how society treats both women and men. Now, if you notice, this one is upside down. I made it like that to represent a lady's fall from grace, while this represents a young man upcoming. Now, we're in a society where women are now given this value for bringing nothing. You see women having standards that they can't keep. A lady can no longer follow someone in her own grade just because of how society has placed her. Now, this has caused many women to become delusional, entitled. You are basing everything, your whole world, on beauty. And the problem with that now is that as we all age, your beauty is going to fade. So when a lady bases everything on beauty and as old age kicks in, she's going to have a fall from grace, because obviously the men will have to start moving out and looking at younger women. And since she focused on just her beauty and nothing else, she'll be left stranded at that point where you can't really start building any kind of then while this represents how society now treats young men, where our value as young men now has been placed on how much you have. Most people don't want to see your potential, they just want to look at the money you can spend. And enough of this has made most men even start believing that okay, they are not worth anything except what is in their pocket. And this kind of thinking has led to depression, anxiety, and moreover suicide rates in men. So this is I made this to represent like the growth of a young man. It's like planting something in the soil. So the man now is trying to germinate to reach his full potential, but with too much pressure, that soil that you're supposed to be planted in becomes a grave for the young man.
Oh, that's quite a story. Okay, now what's your advice to up and coming artists?
Okay, my advice is if you want to use art as a career, like you want to go into art as a full career, I hear most young artists saying they don't want to start the business aspect first. They want to get better, good at their art.
Okay.
Well, that is good actually, but for something that you are using as a business, because in art there's a business aspect, there's the talent itself. So you have to expose yourself to it too. Go for exhibitions, learn how to write letters to all hotels and the rest for investments or something. So yes, you are going to practice to upgrade your work, your skill, but you have to learn the business aspect so that you can be able to sell your art.
All right. Thank you very much, Mr. Ali Yahaya.
Thank you so much.
I'm engineer Chibonke by name.
Engineer Chibonke. Which aspect of engineering do you specialize?
Automobile mechanical engineering.
Okay, automobile engineering. What gave you this drive? What led to you having passion for automobile engineering?
Something I have passion for.
Okay.
I love it because when I'm working, I feel very okay. I feel very comfortable.
Okay.
Like home, I just feel good helping people, rendering the service.
How long have you been doing this?
Over 12 years now.
12 years. Wow, that's quite a long time. So talking about this, people actually look at this particular skill as not being profitable. So on the profit side, how much do you make approximately in a week or in a month?
It depends on how it comes because our work has season.
Okay.
You not examine how it comes, but whether you have a family or not, you earn well.
Okay.
You eat well, you do everything you want. You are savable, you can save. At least in a month, I think you can bring out 300, 400,000. You earn more than a civil servant, sir.
Yeah, that's quite true because you have to be highly placed in the civil service to earn that amount in a month. Now, what are the common challenges you may likely experience in this skill?
Oh, someone yelling at you, you not doing my work on time, this, that. They will not understand that it's a technical work.
Okay.
You don't have to rush it. If you rush it, you will miss the work.
Okay. How much will it cost one to set up a workshop like this or a little yard for automobile engineering?
You will not say cost. First of all, you look at a land.
Okay.
A land is the first aspect. Then, as a urban engineer that you have been in the field for a long time, you get your tools ready.
Okay.
If you have a land and your tools, build a shape, you are okay, you are good to go.
So it does not actually need to be a large place, just a little place you can start there.
You can start from somewhere.
Okay.
You can start from a place that can contain up to 10 or 15 vehicles.
Okay.
At least it's okay for a start. A good place, a comfortable environment that they don't steal around.
Okay.
Or you have your security there that takes care of your things for you. So you are just looking at, let me say, renting a land yearly should take you up to 300,000, depending on the size of the land.
Okay.
Then looking at buying your tools, if you want to get a computer, diagnosing machine like mine, I have diagnosing machines which I use my iPad to operate. Understand? So just say a good one, a standard one, if you think of 10 million.
Okay.
To start with a standard something.
I understand. So I've only seen smaller vehicles here. They also fix buses and other bigger vehicles.
Yes, I fix buses. Then if you go behind this place, you see a Mercedes parked inside. I also work on Mercedes also.
All right. What's your advice for young persons who may want to come into this skill or people who had looked down upon this particular exercise?
I don't have to say much, but one thing you have to say is that if you think this work is dirty or you think we are dirty, just take a look at me. Am I looking dirty?
You are looking good.
I'm not looking dirty. I enjoy myself while doing the work.
Okay.
So I advise you, if you want to do it, come inside with full mind. If you are ready to learn, you will have, like, cars are coming out every day.
Okay.
So the more you learn, the more you advance yourself, and the more the income will advance.
Okay, how much does it cost one to actually start up the learning process?
It's not about the money, it's all about the person's determination.
Okay.
I mean, like, I'm not collecting the full payment. If you are coming to learn for like 3 years, I'm collecting the full payment. I only collect your drinks and whatever I need for the workshop. Then I'll collect, like, if I was supposed to charge you 100K, I'll collect half of the money, so that in case you run away of the price, because people do run away.
That's actually cool.
Well, Solomon by name. Can also call me Solis.
Okay, Solis. Solis, what do you do here?
Yeah, I'm a professional barber. As you can see, it's my salon right here. Welcome.
Okay. Aside barbing, do you carry out any other activities like tinting or hair and the likes of it?
Yeah, we do a lot of work. We do barb.
How about pedicure, manicure?
Well, we are going to again this subsequently, but for now, only barb, tint, and
Carry out other
that. Yeah.
Okay. How did you get to develop passion for barbing? What led you to barbing?
Well, that's a very, very serious question actually. Because when I was a kid, I love watching people barb their hair. And when customer went on Babazo place for my whole like, one day I'll be a Babasi that can also give people good and nice haircuts. So when the time came, I was like, okay, like it's time for me to learn this profession, and I put my whole passion to it, and here I am.
Wow, that's nice. So, from which year did you commence this skill?
Literally, I'm not even up to 5 years though, but I've been here for like 3 years. So,
okay, that's cool. So, if someone wants to go into barbing, how much is it going to cost? Like probably to set up a salon, or if someone wants to like set it up in a small scale, how much is it going to cost?
Well, it depends on the person's choice. If he wants to make it a mega shop, that will cost him a lot. If it's like a little shop, it depends on the amount and what he wants to put in the shop.
Okay, just give us an estimate.
This our shop alone
Okay.
costs almost like 2 million naira
Wow.
to fix everything here. As you can see, the setting is not
Yeah,
regular.
it's actually the
Yeah. So if you want to start a business, developing business, actually you can start little,
thing.
get to know people, and then and then from there you can gradually improve your shop as the money comes in.
Okay.
Yeah. So that is it.
So, on the profits aspect, how much do you make in, let's say, a week, a month? What's a rough estimate of what this skill gives you financially?
Yeah. In a day, like the worst day of the whole day, I make at least like 20,000 naira.
Wow.
Then the best days, 50,000 naira upward. Then in a month, I can't even give you a monthly price because we
Just say
do.
I don't come let this hobby.
Oh, you can't learn now. Everywhere good.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's your advice now to young persons that intend to take up this skill as a profession?
Yeah. That's a very good question. A lot of boys now do not even want to learn any skills now. They're just feeling like it's a like waste of time or kind of stressful. But my advice right now is, if you want to learn this profession, put your mind to it. Make sure you do it to the fullest. Like, make sure you have passion for it and you do it with all your might. Because barbering is not just come and cut. It's an art. It's not just profession or a skill. It's an art and something that you need to put all your effort in. The carving alone, the blending, the cutting, even the tinting of it, also kind of a big work. So you need to put your mind, calm down and learn it. And then you'll be the best as you wish to be. So first of all, we need to burn
Burn the clipper?
yeah. This is
Okay,
to
why do
ensure
you
that
get to burn the clipper?
this is to ensure that the bacteria that are in here are being burnt because they don't survive in heat. So we burn
Okay.
it and then we oil it for smooth carving or whatsoever.
No, okay.
Yeah.
I'm learning gradually.
So you have to pay for this actually. So let me start.
Do you mind introducing yourself?
Okay, my name is Isika Asupokon. I'm a graphics designer or a printer.
So, as a graphic designer and a printer, what do you get to do?
Okay, we into creativity. Let's say we create things. For example, Jota design flyer. In short, graphics works is all over. Anywhere you go, it's something you can easily see.
Okay. I believe that one has to learn this skill before one ventures into it. How did you come by the skill? How did you get about to learn the skill?
Very true. One is to learn because it's not really a skill once born with it. Like in my own case, I learned it after my secondary education. What is needed is you need to have a laptop and you need to have a creative mind because it's mostly of something you create from your mind before you put it into the system. And then the end product is you printing it out for others to see. So one needs to go through a training on how to use the tools and the software.
Alright, which means creativity starts from the mind before we get the end product. How long does this training take? Or how long do you think, okay, let's say someone can get to learn for 3 months, 4 months, before one can be certified to be a graphic designer?
Okay, I would say in this field of graphic designer, we have experts then, but there is no end to learning. We learn almost every day. As long as it has something to do with creativity. You only do enhancement, you enhance your design. The minimum one can really learn and can make use of the tools. Let's say we start with 3 months, then 6 months, 1 year. A 1 year graphic designer can actually bring out something good for the public to see.
Alright. How much will it cost someone to set up a graphics design outfit? Like what you have here. If someone intends to venture into this business, how much will it cost the person?
Okay, let me use my own case for instance. After learning it, the first thing one needs to get as a graphic designer is your laptop. And like if you go to other places, you see graphic designers patching with somebody to design because not all printers that can design. When you have your laptop, then you can be designing. You have a client. You may not actually go into the technical side, but your laptop is the first step. The shop is actually a space for us, because in the 21st century, I think social media is really the best way, or should I say, is the shop.
Okay.
So, first, one needs to get a laptop. When you have a laptop and you have the skill, I think that's the starting point.
Okay, so how profitable is this business? How much do you make in a month? You can actually estimate how much do you make in a month from this skill.
Okay. It's not actually something one can really estimate because many jobs comes in monthly. Okay. If I want to talk about in the case of the beginners, you charge based on your design. If you could have 10 designs or more in a month, you tend to make like 500k. Wow, that's huge monthly. Wow. For those that designs alone.
I think I'd love to be a graphic designer as well. So what's your advice to young persons or other older persons out there who have intentions or may have that little urge to venture into graphic design and printing?
Okay, and first, it's not necessary that you must be a printer in order to learn graphic design. If you check nowadays, almost all businesses need logo and design to advertise their product. So, no matter what you do, you can actually learn graphic designing so that you don't pay others to design for you. You know, when you're actually designing your own brand and others, you want to do it to the best of your taste. Yes, so that's just it. I will encourage everybody, as long as you have something doing, you can learn graphic design so as to enhance your business in terms of the adverts. You can run it yourself.
Okay, I've seen persons design with phones. What's actually the advantage that a computer has over an Android or Apple device?
Okay, let's not say in terms of Apple and Android. Let's talk about phone design and laptop. We have what we call software, and that's one mostly you run it with your laptop. Then for those with phone, they use, for example, Canva. I think another one, since I'm not really conversant with it,
Photoshop, Control, and the rest.
yes, those are, they give you templates to edit. Yes, you will make use of template, but as a offline designer, you tend to buy your resources online and then use it to create your design. In short, a graphic designer who design with a laptop have more advantage. Okay. And, because most of the tools you use, you already subscribe and use them offline. Okay. And you tend to be more creative when you are relaxed. You are not really rushing in because of network and the rest. So designing with laptop have higher advantage because you more relaxed, put in your creativity. So you can even pause the design along the road and relax, think of more things to do. So I encourage one to design with laptop rather than phone. Phone is if you want to do it sharp sharp. You can just go into those apps, log in, look for one template, edit it, that's all.
My name is Victoria Bully. I'm the CEO of Handbag Habits, where I make twine bags.
Okay, twine bags. Okay, let's say, is this craft actually new?
Okay, it's not new. It has been there, but just that people don't really know much about it.
Okay, how did you get to acquire this skill of crafting out items with twine?
So I learned the skill that was after my secondary school.
How profitable has it been over the years?
It has been profitable. It has been.
Okay, let's say in a quarter of a year, how much do you make from this business?
Okay, in the quarter of the year, I would say 300,000.
Oh, that's quite huge.
Thank you.
All right. So, if one intends to go into this business as well, what should the person be looking at in terms of capital to commence a business?
Okay, before you commence a business, you have to learn about it. So I do have a beginner's class and advanced class. Both goes for 50,000 naira. And then once you learn the skill, getting the materials, that the twine rope, your setup and every other thing is very cheap. It's not expensive.
Oh, that's quite reasonable.
Yeah.
So, what would be your advice for youngsters out there who may have interest in venturing into this business?
If you're interested to go into a twine back business, what I would just say is that you should just keep your head down and know that there will be challenges. There's a lot of challenges. It's not just about the money you will gain there. Just put your head down, learn the skill, be patient because it may not pay off that fast, being that it's a rare skill. And then don't also joke with social media. Take your work to social media, it will go a long way. That's my advice.